Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back for the few of you who may have watched before. My name is Haley. I know it's been a while since I posted a video and since I attempted trying to post at least semi-regularly. I realized recently that the problem was that my computer was incredibly slow, but my friends Warren and Jen were kind enough to lend me their computer. So now I'm able to edit again, and I believe I will actually be able to get videos out semi-regularly. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna start off with one of the BookTube staples, and I'm gonna bring you my April TBR. And before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you to anybody who watched before, who is back watching my videos. It means a lot to me, and I'm extremely grateful that anybody would still want to watch my content after I took such a long break. So to anybody who is still here, thank you so much. Let's get into the April TBR. So first up is the longest book by far, which I don't think I'm probably even gonna finish this month because like many of us, I've been struggling with reading and focusing on large books. This book is Crescent City, specifically House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I'm really enjoying the book. I'm about 100 pages in, but I just haven't been wanting to pick it up because of how long it is. And it's just a matter of focusing. So I kind of shifted gears and chose a lot of other shorter books and like graphic novels, manga, and that kind of thing, just so that I can distract myself and not feel so much pressure. But it is still on my TBR because I do want to finish it. Just don't count on it being on my April wrap up, maybe even May. We'll see. If you don't know though, this is kind of, it's an urban fantasy, but I almost don't want to say that because it takes place on a different world. It's very similar to Earth. It's Earth in the future if Earth were taken over by aliens, and aliens were all of these mythological creatures that we've been reading, like fairies and vampires and angels and werewolves and whatnot. So I really like the world that Sarah J. Maas has built, that Crescent City is kind of divided by all these factions of races. Our main character, Bryce Quinlan, is half human, half fae, and someone very close to her is murdered, and that kind of kicks off the story. Not kind of, it does kick off the story, and it just kind of spirals into this murder mystery, which I also like that too, that it's a blending of genres, and I'm not someone who picks up murder mysteries ever. So I've just been scared, I think more because I'm afraid of reading cheesy mysteries. So if anybody has any recommendations for good mysteries, put those in the comments, please. So I think this would be a good way to kind of ease myself into the mystery genre. So that's the first book. Like I said, don't expect it on my April TBR. If it is, we can all celebrate and do jazz hands, apparently. So you might have heard, a few people around the bookish community have been talking about how Scribd is currently offering a free 30-day trial, and that's with no credit card required or anything. I don't know how long that is going to be offered, but I decided to take advantage of it, and I was scrolling through and I saw that they have the 2 new Christina Lauren books, the newest being The Honey-Do List and then Twice in a Blue Moon. Those are probably gonna be my top priorities because I want to make sure that I get to them, because The Honey-Don't List, I forget how long of a wait it was at the library, but it's definitely 2-digit amount of weeks. I feel like it was like 50 something. I think I'm crazy. It might have been like 20 weeks, but whatever it is, it's a long way down the road. So I figured, why not take advantage of it when I can read it for free right now? So what I know about The Honey-Don't List, because I just started reading it, is that it's about 2 assistants to this couple that oh, hello, Ren. My co-host here. Say hello to the people. She's gonna lay on the back of my chair. It's fine. They're assistants to hey. So they're assistants to 2 hosts of like a DIY trading spaces kind of thing. And we also get some transcripts from interviews with them with the police. There was some sort of incident that happens in the future, and we're looking back at what caused the spiral into whatever this crime or whatever happened. that we don't know of yet. So they go with them as they start a new show, and obviously the two assistants fall in love, I can assume. And then Twice in the Blue Moon is a second chance romance about an actress and somebody from her past walks back into her life who she never thought she would see again. So I'm really excited to get to those. I'm excited that they're offered. And I'll probably pick up some audiobooks from Scribd, but I'm not really sure what it will be yet. I'm gonna just let myself kind of figure it out based on whatever mood I'm in. And so the next two books are maybes. If I have a lot of time and end up reading, maybe I'll get to them, but we will see what ends up happening. So the first one is The Bane Chronicles, which is a Shadowhunters novel about Magnus Bane, a bunch of short stories. I recently finished, finally, The Infernal Devices, and then I finally was able to finish City of Heavenly Fire. I've been waiting. It was hard for me to get through Clockwork Princess, so I put it down. I started it in like November or something, put it down, and then at the beginning of this month, I think, or maybe even February, I finally finished it. And then I got to City of Heavenly Fire and I loved it. And now I'm really excited to get to the Dark Artifices because I just want more of the Shadowhunters world. And people keep saying that Cassandra Clare gets so much better as her series progresses. So I'm really excited to see what happens. But this is what comes in between. So I have to get through this and then the Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy before I can get to the Dark Artifices. I like having short stories so that I can just kind of read one, put it down, and then read other things before I get back to it. And then the last novel, again, maybe I'll get to it, is the first Keep of the Lost Cities book by Shannon Messenger. All I really know, this girl has telepathic powers. She gets whisked away to another world and finds out that she is part elf. I've been incredibly interested. A lot of people say really good things about this book. It is middle grade, but I'm very excited to read this one. And then the rest of my selections for now are manga, trade paperback, comic books kind of thing. So, or trade hardback as the next one is, which is Thor God of Thunder Volume 1 by Jason Aaron. So I read the beginning of this story a couple of years ago and I loved it. It's the Gore the God Butcher arc, which is about what it sounds like. This villain is going around and killing gods. So Thor, from 3 different time periods, has to come together to fight this god because he's so powerful. Or this god butcher because he's so powerful. And it's really cool because without the dust jacket, it looks really neat. And we've got all 3 of the Thors. So present, past, and then future Thor looking like Odin up here at the top. It's really cool. I love this. I love these hardcover editions. But my boyfriend has all of this run and then the following run, which was about the female Thor. So I'm going to get through as much of this as I can because I know it's really good. And I'm hoping that in this time while I'm at home, I can get through a lot of the comics I've been meaning to. So we'll see. It's a lot. I'm very behind. I have a lot of trades myself, and then I have my boyfriend's books. So I have plenty to keep myself entertained. And then I want to read Batman Nightwalker by Marie Lu. Bruce Wayne is 18 and he actually ends up in Arkham Asylum and he meets this woman named Madeline Wallace, who is actually a killer. But it says she's also his only hope. It sounds like it might be like a cat and mouse kind of thing where he might be revealing too much information. He needs her to help him out. But she might be misleading him. So it sounds really fun. I didn't know what it was about. And then I read the synopsis and I was like, ooh, I'm even more intrigued now. And then we have Black Canary Ignite by Meg Cabot. So this is another one of this might even be more like of a middle grade, where the other one was young adult kind of age category, because Dinah is, I think, 13. Yeah, she's 13. She's in a band, which is always really fun because because she has a loud voice, but she does sing in a lot of comics too. And it's just about her learning about, because her mother was also Black Canary before, so she kind of discovers that secret. So I think it's a lot about just learning what her powers are and kind of a coming of age tale for a superhero. So I love Black Canary. She's one of my favorites. Meg Cabot holds a soft spot in my heart because The Princess Diaries was one of the first series that really got me into reading for pleasure. I don't have the same feelings about those books now as I did, but they still hold a special place in my heart because they meant so much to me when I was in like middle school and whatnot. And then next on the list is Sailor Moon Volume 4. I read the first 3 last summer, and it just, I don't know what happened. I liked them a lot. I think I just got distracted by other books, maybe Christina Lauren actually, and I just have been meaning to get back to them. I would like to try to finish it off. I think there's 10 volumes. I have them all. So we'll see how many of these I can get through as well. And then next on the list is Urusei Yatsura Volume 3 by Rumiko Takahashi. You might know that name because she's more well known for having written Inuyasha. If you don't know what this series is about, I love this series so much. I've watched a bit of the anime and I read obviously the first 2 volumes. So we have Lum, who is an alien, and her father tries to come down and invade Earth. And he says that he's going to choose one man who will compete for 10 days to try to grab Lum's horns. And if he does, they won't invade Earth. In the process, Ataru, which is the name of the main character, accidentally proposes to Lum and she says yes. And he doesn't want to be with her, so there's a lot of back and forth between the two of them, which leads to a lot of hijinks, and she has a lot of alien friends who end up coming down, and just a lot of weird things end up happening. So there's a lot of kooky things. It's very, very funny, and I absolutely adore this series to bits, and we still have 2 or 3 more volumes that have come out now at this point. So yeah, I'm excited to finish this series off. And that's going to do it for my April TBR. I have a couple additional books that I added for my Reading Rush TBR, which will be a separate video that will be coming out very, very soon. So you can look out for that to see what other books I'm hoping to get to this month. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, especially since I'm trying to get back into this world of YouTube. So thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.